Hey there, June 1st, 2022 marks my 4th year with Spanish. And today I want to share with you some of my thoughts about this adventure, why I still love Spanish, and some lessons I've learned about language acquisition that might just help you.
English Without Fear, where you can learn to speak English naturally through listening to stories.
You probably know that I spent many years teaching French in a classroom. And over the years, I picked up a bit of Spanish, some basic vocabulary, some phrases, and I would try them out from time to time, but I never studied Spanish. Then one year, the Spanish teacher in my school and I decided to do a joint trip to Europe. She would take her Spanish students and I would take my French language students. And I thought, Maria, if you're going to go to Spain, you better start getting serious about learning some conversational Spanish. So when school finished for the year and I had the summer, I decided to spend an hour a day working on Spanish, mainly watching some YouTube videos and listening to a little bit of Spanish. I was very disciplined. I had a goal. I want to be able to speak and understand some Spanish when I go to Spain next summer. And by the end of my summer vacation, I was in love with Spanish. That year, teaching French turned out to be my last year in the classroom. And boy, was I a much better teacher. Learning a language at the same time my students were learning French gave me such compassion for them. I realized how hard acquiring another language is. I realized how much I needed to hear over and over and over again phrases, expressions, and that it was so easy to get sounds mixed up. Just a little sound. Oh my goodness. And then finally, the other thing I realized is that I didn't want people to correct me. My brain was working so hard just sorting out the sounds, the language, just trying to understand that when people tried to correct my pronunciation or my words, it didn't help. It just frustrated me. Later on, my brain had space to receive corrections, and now, of course, I want them. But that first year, no, not at all. Well, I never got to go to Spain. Life changed, and I ended up moving here to Alabama and leaving my classroom. And so I had more time. That 1 hour a day became 2.5 to 3 hours a day. And now I spend about 2.5 hours a day, every day, reading Spanish, listening to Spanish, watching Spanish videos, and writing. And every chance I get to speak Spanish with somebody, I get so excited. Here in America, it's easy to find native Spanish speakers. It's never been easy to find native French speakers, but oh my goodness, I get a lot of chance to practice. One thing I realize is that from the very beginning, from that first summer, studying an hour a day, I have wanted to use my Spanish. I have jumped at the chance to practice it, and I have enjoyed every moment of it. I didn't wait to get good at it. I just jumped right in, and everybody I've spoken with and tried out my Spanish, they have been very encouraging. It's been a really good experience. That brings me to a really important point. I believe that joy and satisfaction and delight need to be part of the learning process. If you're not enjoying English, learning English, or whatever new activity or skill you've decided to try, if you're not enjoying it, I have two suggestions. One, find a different teacher. And if that doesn't work, then give it up. I know that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I should be saying, keep on working at it. But no. Joy, delight, fun need to be part of the learning process. When I was 17, I tried horseback riding. I took lessons for about 4 months, once a week. I'd always thought I wanted to learn to ride a horse. And after 4 months, I decided, nah, that's not for me. I've also tried crocheting and knitting and decided that's not for me either. This year, 2022, I decided to start to learn to draw. And I committed to watching some YouTube videos, practicing with a book 3 times a week for about 20 minutes. And around the beginning of May, I realized I'm not enjoying this. I dread this. It feels like a task. So I dropped it. I let it go. I stopped making myself practice drawing. That's okay, especially if this activity that we choose to do is something we're doing in our free time. Now, maybe you have to learn English for a job. So if that's the case, again, do look for a better teacher, one who will make the experience fun and delightful. And 2, let's measure our progress in a language, in a skill, by how much we enjoy it. If you use that measurement, well, I've been successful ever since June 2018 because I have enjoyed this whole experience. I love learning Spanish. So my encouragement to you is to not compare yourself to others and what you think you should be, what level, but are you enjoying learning English? Are you enjoying practicing English, using English? Then that's the measure. That's how you judge. That's how you evaluate your progress. We're supposed to enjoy what we're doing. That's the best learning, to have fun. So, as I approach 4 years, I don't know what this next year will be like, but I have heard that it takes about 5 years of effort for anything, whether it's starting a business or learning a new skill. You need to plan on investing at least 5 years of your time. So I hope I can continue getting better at Spanish every day the rest of my life. And then maybe choosing something else to work on. Who knows? But anyway, make sure you're having fun. Well, this is Maria from English Without Fear. Talk to you next time.
Thanks for watching. For questions or comments, here is my email